Shockwaves rocking through crypto with the FOMC information that just came out. Is this going to be bullish or bearish? Find out today in the technicals. Question everything, trust nothing. Welcome to Debate Crypto. Oh my God. All right. Well, welcome to Debate Crypto. We have fun technicals going on right now. So here we are. Apparently there's some sort of an upgrade or an update that needs to happen with Restream. So when I clicked on my, our beautiful intro that Sin City was so great to put together for us, it now says I need to do something with Restream. So welcome. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Let's see who we've got backstage right now laughing at me. I know we got Blood back there laughing.
My God, this is hilarious, ladies and gents.
You know what it did before that? It took me a second to log on because when I tried to play the stream, I had it at 1080p and it says you need to upgrade to do it at 1080p. What happened? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Come on, Restream, get it together.
No, get it together.
You need to come over the stream. You need to come over to StreamYard.
I know. It even says Restream up in the corner now instead of our logo. So I got to get Crusader to figure out what the heck is going on. Magic, what's going on, brother?
You know me. I'm always just snacking, man.
I like it. I like it. What was that again? I need to try it. Tell me one more time.
Cucumber, apple, serrano pepper, and then fresh lime over the top. Very simple.
Interesting. That sounds good. Are you straight vegetarian?
No, but I am definitely on a cut.
Definitely.
Doctor said I had to lose some weight, so we're getting there. We're pretty close.
Did not tell you that you had to lose some weight. That is a lie from the depths.
I had a high BMI at 5'6" and 176 pounds. He said that was a little too heavy.
That's some ESG shit right there, bro.
No, I know.
That's made up.
Hey, I'm down to like 155. I feel good.
You want to hear something funny? The insurance companies, when you go for life insurance, right? They check your BMI. And this was years ago when I was competing. I was 6 foot tall. I was 220 pounds and I was like 5% body fat. I was peeled. I was ready for a show. I was big, right? And legitimately, they put my quality rating, like I didn't get the highest rating and got basically docked for the fact that my quote unquote BMI was too high. I said, you do understand I'm like 5% body fat, right? Like I'm as healthy as you can be. So stupid. So stupid. Anyway, Crypto fam, glad that you're here. Make sure to smash that like. Hopefully we don't have any more issues within the stream. I want to jump into the chat real quick and give a little shout out here. First in the chat was our boy Kenton. Gentlemen, I don't know. Have you guys met any of your any of people that follow you? Have you guys met some of the people or no?
I've not met. I have in the past, but
over the years,
but not
super fun. Kenton was at Kenton was at one of our events and super good guy. It's really fun meeting the people that follow you. They feel like they know you, and then you get to see the other side.
Then they come up to you and they're like, "Oh man, it's so great! Oh man, good to meet you. This is Ken Smith." Oh, okay.
Exactly. They give you their.
You don't see their face; they always see ours.
That's right.
There's like a whole study on that now.
What do you mean?
Parasocial relationships, where people are like bloggers or YouTubers, and like people see them every day and interact, and they establish like a friendship, but you don't really know them at all. It's an interesting thing. They didn't say it's unhealthy. They said it can lead to unhealthy, but I'm not saying Kenton's a stalker or anything. I'm kidding.
No. Ken's one of the. He's one of my YouTube premium members. He's a supporter of Debate Crypto.
Cool. That's so funny, dude. But yeah, no, they I could see that. And I remember when I first was watching social media, watching TikTok, you do feel like you get to kind of know somebody through what you watch with them, kind of get to know who they are. So I could totally see that because before I had met you guys, right? I had seen you guys on some different stuff, and you start to just, before you actually meet, you start to feel like, okay, I know what this dude's about. I know what she's about, whatever. And it's pretty cool.
And then you get to meet the influencers that you think you're cool with, and then you find out they don't like some square SpongeBob-ers.
Then you find out they're talking behind your back.
Me and Keeper, boy, we hit it off right away, man. That's my guy, bro. Yeah, that's my Keeper.
For sure. Well, let's dive into it. Let's take a look at the markets. If it allows me to do this, we'll see if maybe I need an upgrade to do this. I'm not really positive. Let's check the markets. Let's check the market cap. Okay, it allowed me to do it. So the global market cap is at 1.18 trillion with the T dollars. That's down 0.86%. Bitcoin's at 30,342, down just a little bit. ETH at 1890, down just a little bit. Rest of the top 10 pretty flat with the exception of Solana. Don't really know what happened there or why they are pumping, but I also saw that Solana flipped ETH for transaction volume for the first time in a long time, or ever.
Really?
I think it was maybe ever. That happened a couple days ago, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't really know if the VC monies are starting to push Solana again, trying to get more people, you know, in there so they can use exit liquidity or whatever they're doing. I'm not really positive. I do want to ask, let's kick it off with this. This morning at about 4 or 5 a.m., Bitcoin hit 31,470 or something of that nature. Let me ask you, Magic, because I started to ask you about it earlier. Was that an important number? Did we need to hold that? What were we looking at there?
So you essentially have your quarter two high next to it. I'll share my screen just so you can kind of see what we're looking at. But
yeah,
you know, you've established some highs up here, obviously going back to April. So you've got the April highs here. You've come up, you've now taken those highs several times, and you're really failing to hold that 31,069 level. Now, all you did before was you did close the quarter with this as your high right here. And let's see.
It looks like we touched exactly that daggone there.
Yeah, basically, you know, this is a swing fail. So you have an attempted breakout, and a lot of times what you'll get are, you know, buyers or sellers, if it's to the downside, looking for the break of, you know, structure. They end up getting trapped up there, and then price pushes the opposite direction. You know, it was a really, I wouldn't say it was an obvious one. We were actually looking for the long going into yesterday. We were looking for this local low here from Sunday, just because it was the Sunday low and it was the weekend low. It was a nice swing fail into the gold pocket. But what you had going on was the weekly open is just such a key level. I've talked about this setup numerous times on your show, actually. So the Monday high, low close, your Monday high and low are pretty important. This week showing the weekly open there, but also if you pulled a fixed range for all of the volume in this area, it's also your point of control. So flipping, you know, right around 30,563 to 619 was just going to initiate a nice squeeze potentially to rotate back to the Monday high. That's generally how you're going to trade this. And the telltale on that was, again, open interest. You guys hear us talking about it all the time. I do have a special treat for you next week. So I'm getting Max out of the dungeon, the guy who writes all of our educational program for our order flow.
Oh, yeah.
So he wants to come on Debate Crypto.
Nice.
So if you guys have questions,
yeah.
you guys want to see someone really get into it, that's the guy.
I like it.
So if you look at open interest, this is aggregate. You can see that on this decline into this move here, you know, basically declining, showing there's really not a lot of strength in this move down right now. However, as you start re-entering that weekly open and Monday range, you can see that this is really aggressive open interest, showing you that the move does have legs until you get basically a blow off top on it, swing failing, and now you can see open interest and people just getting pushed out of positions. It's a really simple concept, and you know, a lot of people don't like jumping right into footprint charts, so open interest is a really good segue that you could probably trade with just this alone without actually having to look at footprint, is what we're finding. So it's neat. So yeah, the move itself, it's been kind of par for the course. Just like right now, you're not really seeing this come down on strong selling. These are people that were taking profits and now being squeezed out of the market. So these are positions coming off. And so I imagine we're going to get a consolidation. Personally, I would like to see a little bit lower still. I would like to come down into this region, maybe build some structure, and then see which way the open interest is going to lean when we break out of that, whether it's a move back into the range and move up, or maybe we come down to some of these lower targets over time. So
we might have some more range-bound activity going on. Things have been a little, I don't know, dare I say, boring recently. Yeah. I want to pull something, Blood. I'm going to ask you about this, but I want to pull a video right quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. I want to get your thoughts. Are you going
to be able to do that?
I don't know. Well, let's see if the Restream gods will allow me to pull a video and share audio. We're about to find out. Here we go.
Let's do it.
All right. So let me zoom in here.
All saw
Can you guys hear that audio?
As being appropriate, and some even wanted to hike by 25 basis points at the June meeting. We don't know how many some is. We know it's less than many, and it's more than a few. The reason they wanted to hike was because they saw the labor market as tight, and they saw few clear signs that inflation was returning to the 2% target. Most said, however, the Fed would benefit from taking a little more time, dealing with the high levels of uncertainty that were out there. Those uncertainties included the lagged effects of monetary policy, as well as tighter credit conditions from the banks and what kind of effect that would have on the economy. Almost all saw inflation risks to the upside. Inflation, they said, was unacceptably high and slowing less rapidly than expected. And an interesting comment here in the minutes, some saw the effects of higher rates on housing bottoming out.